Racket number one.
One.
Goldman Sachs is not very bullish. There's been a lot of TikTokers and haters on the real estate market that say this thing is crashing, and now Goldman Sachs has joined the party. Home sales have so much further to fall in 2023. Goldman Sachs says that's the Inman headline. We'll link that up in the show notes as we always do. Home purchases are expected to plummet further in the closing months of the year, and the recovery may not pick up speed until 2024, according to a new forecast from the investment bank. So that's next year's 23. 2004 would be recovery year, a year and a half away, a year and
like
4 months away.
Yeah.
All right, let's get
I
into
love
some
that like
data.
TikTok is now like a valued resource.
Oh my gosh, you should see this guy.
I go to the gym and people like, so on TikTok I saw,
You should see this guy on TikTok who is picking up tons of followers lately. He posts 20 times a day.
20?
In the comments, if you've seen this guy, he sells this like PDF packet of hating on agents and how you can be a for sale by
agents?
Every TikTok is agents are liars. Don't use them. I'll help you sell your house by yourself. Get my PDF package of basically how to for sale by own.
Who is this guy? But he's obviously a real estate agent. He's not a licensed agent.
He is not he's a wholesaler.
Oh.
He's a wholesaler. And if you've seen this guy, he's stitched like Glenda, Tom Toole. I don't know if he stitched me yet.
I feel like I need to
and
see
he
maybe he'll stitch me. I want to stitch.
He just buries agents. I don't even know his name. He's just getting awareness.
You're giving him some. You're giving him some airtime
because you said TikTok. I totally went off topic here.
I'm sorry. I feel like TikTok has legitimately become like, oh, I saw it on TikTok. Oh, I heard it on TikTok. It's now become like this like reliable resource for people.
He's the biggest hater on home ownership right now as we sit here in 2022. The biggest hater I've ever seen on real estate agents in my life.
I'm looking at like organizing my like spice cabinet on TikTok.
Anyways, if you've seen this guy on TikTok in the comments, all right. Back to Goldman Sachs.
Anyway.
They're a legitimate source. They're very legitimate.
Very legitimate.
Okay.
I bet you they have a TikTok page.
A new paper released this week by Goldman Sachs predicts home sales will fall to a seasonally adjusted annual rate of 4.7 million in the fourth quarter of the year. These levels, if they bear out, would represent another drop of 12% from July's sales rate, even after the steep declines that have already occurred, and suggest the market has yet to hit bottom. We talked about this last week. What is a housing recession? Is there a definition? What does that even mean?
Yep.
Well, the definition that everybody's going off of is these declining home sales, these levels of home sales that we haven't since 2012. Seen. They haven't happened, Nicole. Since 2012, which I always say 2012, bottom of the market.
Yeah, well, around here.
Yeah, it could be 2011 in your market.
Yeah.
In the comments, was it 2011? Was it 2010? Was it 2012? What was the bottom for your market? Okay, but this would be the least amount of sales we've seen since that time frame. Let's show the chart. We expect total home sales to fall below 4.75 million. This is total home sales, not new. It's new. It's existing. It's all put together. So you can see here that, 2005, 2006, these were
killing it.
Over 8 million.
Yeah.
So we still never even hit that.
We
Nicole.
never even hit it.
Are you surprised that we didn't hit that?
No, I'm not surprised. That was mayhem.
That was mayhem.
I was able to get a mortgage, and I think I was still in college.
In racket number 2, we're going to talk about what
I was getting homes.
We're going to talk about what mortgage product is back in racket number 2.
I'm still stuck in that mess.
So you can see there that for total home sales, maybe 2011 was the least amount of home sales. I always look at 2012 as like where
around here.
Yeah, prices bottoming out and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so then we saw total home sales kind of increase slowly nationwide until the pandemic where it shot up in the last couple years.
Shot down and then shot up.
Yeah, it did a little spike. And then, at one point we were over 7 million. That's like late. And this is seasonally adjusted, this number. This graph you're seeing is seasonally adjusted. So it's looking at
almost
the
each
whole
quarter.
picture. Yeah. All right. Now this red line at the end here, if you're on YouTube, you can see this. If you're listening, hit the show notes and it's in the first article. It's dropping down below 5 million, which would be 2011, 2012.
Yeah.
No, I mean right here at the bottom for 2000 and
looks like 4. Looks like we're about $1 million
yeah,
up.
it's
Looks
under.
Like we're a little
then
up.
we start spiking up again in 2023. That's just Goldman Sachs prediction.
Mm-hmm.
Sales of newly built homes, which have already suffered huge declines, would be unlikely to fall much further, according to Goldman Sachs projections. So a little light at the end of the tunnel for builders.
Right.
Everybody. I continue to see reports that builders are slashing home prices all over the place.
It's interesting. I really still think we need to get a builder in our training here with the team.
I think we need to get more builders in the country that can afford to build.
Yeah.
We talked about that. All right. So the bank's research team expects price growth to slow to a rate of 14% year over year in the final 3 months. 14%. Who would not take that? So you're not in a bottoming out situation if you already own real estate.
Right.
We've talked about that a million times. And then it would stall completely, Nicole, Goldman Sachs, from 2022 to 2023. So if you look at this chart, it shows that home appreciation for what Goldman Sachs believe in 2023 is going to be completely flat. You're not going to have any appreciation in 2023. You're going to have a little bit in quarter 1, quarter 2.
Well, I mean, everyone slayed it the last 2 years, though. I mean, jeepers.
Now they're not expecting, according to Goldman Sachs, for prices to drop. And this is a big thing because a lot of people are saying that in 2023 expect 30%.
I think they're misinterpreting declines. Though the headlines. They're now thinking that the prices will actually be going below kind of where it all started. But I mean, anyway, go ahead.
These two charts, Nicole,
yes.
Because it's Goldman Sachs.
Yes.
Along with my KCM charts, which is aggregating a lot of really sophisticated data in our industry.
Aggregating. Look at you. It's like a vocab word.
This is the information that I want to get out to my consumers.
Yes.
I want to use, Goldman Sachs is saying this, right?
Yep.
And that's the headline. Home sales have so much further to fall, but here's what it means for prices. It doesn't mean you're going to get a 20% drop in prices in 2023. No. They're saying 14% year over year by the end of the year. And then home prices will be flat next year. Mm-hmm. So you're not getting a discount on homes.
No, you're definitely not getting a discount on homes.
If Goldman Sachs is correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we had an agent on the team just this weekend list a house at $475. Have you talked to her? You talked to her, actually. She called you on Friday, she said. Or Sunday. You talked to her on Sunday.
Yeah.
She had 90 showings and 22 offers. I'll be honest, I don't think we've seen, in at least on our team, that many offers on a home in the last year.
How about the
location?
Year and a half. Location was phenomenal.
I mean, it was fine.
I mean, it's a good location.
It was a good location. Yeah, I mean, it's a double yellow lined road though.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't.
What does that mean? Explain that.
A double yellow line.
A double yellow line?
Oh my God! Seriously,
what does that mean? I'm hearing this for the first time.
It means it's a busier road. Double yellow line. If there's 2 lines in the road, it's a busier road.
Wow, Nicole.
You don't work with buyers very often, do you, Byron?
It's a double yellow line. I am learning. I've never used that in my life.
What? Buyers are like, I just want a road that's not a double yellow line.
I can promise you, I'll never use that.
Double yellow line. It's double yellow line.
In the comments, do you ever use double yellow lined road? Some people are going to say that's all the roads in my market are double yellow.
That's fine, but around here, buyers sometimes don't want a double yellow line. Like, it's a double yellow line road. It means it's a busier road, a double yellow line.
Do buyers use that, or do you use that?
No, the buyers use it. There's a single yellow line. Some are okay with a single yellow line.
How about a dotted white line?
There is no dotted white line.
You can pass on those roads.
No, do you know the rules of the road? That's only on the highway.
Who wants a house on the highway? Hey, let's go to the freeway.
Anyway, it was a beautiful house. It was a ranch. I mean, anyway. So,
all right.
The point is, people are
in the comments if you've heard of that. That's
double
interesting
yellow,
to me. Yeah.
People are going to be on Team Nicole, I think, on this one.
All right. So they're always trying to jump on Team Nicole. All right, Goldman Sachs.
Jump on me. I don't want
jump
that.
on Team Nicole.
Okay.
On the team.
Yeah.
Goldman Sachs, racket or no?
No, I don't think it's a racket at all.
They've got so much data. I think we want to pay attention to what they're saying.
For sure.
Just like I had to pay I got a phone call this weekend, or maybe last week it was, after the real word went out last week, from a real worder a Real Word listener.
Did they call themselves that? I'm a real worder.
I didn't ask him if I could tell the story, so I guess I won't say his name. I'd love to give him props, but
does he call himself hey, I'm a real worder?
No, he said I was listening to the pod.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay.
And he goes, Byron, you just, and I didn't recognize the number for some reason. I just
you actually answered it.
Yeah, I picked it up.
Wow, he's lucky. You don't even answer my call.
And so he says, hey, you struck a nerve on last week's Real Word. He goes, I love the Real Word, and I listen. But you struck a nerve. He goes, I work with a lot of buyers, and you said, we said last week, you have no value just setting somebody up on an MLS search as a buyer agent.
Okay.
And listen, I firmly believe that. So his question was like, well, what do I do? I'm setting people up on searches so that they see their house. And so we had a full conversation. Yeah, because
I think it's a great value add. But so what did you say? I'd love. What's your follow up?
I said a variety of different things. I mean, we're looking into that one product, for example, Real Scout. Yeah. How to take searches from this level and go to here, right? Like those are cold, and so that's and we're not even using it, so I'm not advocating it here on the pod. We haven't started using that. I'm not advocating that. I would only advocate stuff that we use.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, hey, look at other ways to do it. So when you do have a buyer in a neighborhood, you should be picking up the phone. Harvard Business Review.
Well, I was going to say that's the big, because if he's smart, he'll be and
he is smart.
Yeah, of course he is. He's probably I include myself on the email. So if they're getting an email, I'm getting an email.
Right.
And I look at the email that they're getting, and then if it's a good one, I immediately text or call them
because you know the market so well. I've been in it. Here's what I like. Here's what I don't like.
This one just popped up. That's where your value then is. You're there and you're seeing it.
Harvard Business Review reports that 48% of salespeople are afraid to use the phone.
Yeah.
When you pick up the phone, when you actually have a buyer that's looking in a certain area and start making relationships with home owners, you are now doing something that's very unique that most buyer agents don't do for your buyer. Mm-hmm. You are finding them a deal that's not in a competitive situation.
Right.
And oh, by the way, the cherry on top is you might get a listing for yourself.
What's so funny though, when we were at the Tom Ferry Summit, they brought that number up, and then they were even saying how you can pretend to be I could pretend that I'm Nicole's assistant. So that you can almost put on you're now like a character. If you're afraid to talk, I can now be like Nicole White's assistant, making the call.
And so I said to him, I said, hey, we got to have you on the walkthrough one time because this is a great, we had a full discussion. I gave a whole bunch of examples. And one of the examples I gave that you could do to be a better buyer agent is
Prop it like it's hot.
You could go get yourself a PropStream account. We've got the best deal. The link is below. It's incredible. PropStream's got the best data in the industry.
Yes.
We're using it to get more listings. We're using it to find off-market investments because as agents that are making a little bit of money, we want to be on the 94, 95% of equity. We want to buy deals, hold them. We want to Airbnb. We want to do some flips.
Or, hey, we have a buyer that we now have an actual listing for.
So if they're looking for something very specific, PropStream allows you to create smart lists. It comes with 18 smart lists. You can create over 100 different lists, whether you want a house that's got 100% equity, that's only got a mortgage of 50% or less.
Yep.
Somebody that's owned the house for 20 years or more, somebody who is a non-occupied owner of the property. PropStream, you can create lists for very cheap. You can get contacts for 10 cents. It's a great product. Check out the link below. We've got the best deal for you to try PropStream in the link below. Prop it and stream it.
Like it's hot.
Like it's hot. Hey guys, appreciate you checking out this episode of The Real Word. If you want the full episode, go over to the Broke Agent YouTube. That's where we're hosting the full podcast. If you want to continue to see the segments broken out and the short clips, stay right here on The Real Word YouTube.